Greetings, friends and foes. Grab yourself a chair and please join James, Chris, Wes, and Lee on an adventure forged in the fires of creation. I am Josh, your host and dungeon master, and this is Hooked on Draconics.
Officials and stuff who have no idea what they're looking at, that if they don't throw lights on it, they're less likely to be funded because they don't think the machine's doing anything.
So you have like little LEDs
so you
that
just
don't
have
do
fucking LEDs that are like aligned to it but not actually doing any functionality because then they're like, oh well, see, they're spending money on this machine that's working.
So let's
Anyway,
get some
Chris,
LEDs for the podcast.
You're the government scientist. You got to learn these things.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So,
Too much pressure.
welcome to Hooked on Draconics.
Oh, by
I
the
know
way,
you graduated like 12 days ago. Why have you not found a job yet?
Pokemon.
Yeah, fair enough.
okay, you're
Pokemon
a Pokemon
Shield.
trainer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pokemon training aside,
that's good.
hey everyone.
Oh, Josh is finally
Excuse us,
Hello,
Josh.
Josh.
We're trying to have a conversation
Oh,
about
sorry. Go ahead.
about RGB lights
Uh,
and Pokemon.
Yeah. RGB Pokemon.
Yeah. Anyway, Hooked on Draconics. It's an actual play D&D podcast. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay, well, check us out on the internet, on all your podcasting apps.
Ooh.
I will go check my series of tubes later. Hey.
Are we on Twitter?
Oh, we are on Twitter.
We're on the Twitters?
At HDraconics.
Oh, they shortened us to H Draconics.
Yes, they did.
Draconics.
It's too long.
Draconics.
The H is silent.
Really? Are we on
Draconics.
anything
Spotify?
else? I believe we're on all the podcasting platforms.
We are on all the
100%.
podcasting platforms, yes.
By the time this comes out, we'll be on YouTube.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No,
Are we?
No. What? Well, maybe.
It's like next week.
That's,
more-
that's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, actually, more than likely. Chris
Yeah.
works quickly because
Yeah.
he's got nothing better to do.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't
At
date our episodes,
Hooked
Chris.
on Draconics
Yeah.
at YouTube.
Hooked on Draconics is our YouTube channel. Yes.
All right. Nice. We got it.
Check that out. That'll be cool, I imagine.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
The artwork, by the way, like, okay, exiting out of our little weird commercial we're having for ourselves right
Hey,
here.
what are you talking? This is totally natural.
This is
Absolutely natural commercial we're having right
I
now.
just found out about this new crazy cool podcast called Hooked on Draconics.
Whoa! Tell me more.
No. I want to say, I want to give a total shout out to our artist because the artwork he came up with for our episodes that we're going to post to YouTube, fantastic.
I did post it on the Twitter.
It is 2 thumbs up. It's the best work I've seen come out of him. It is stylized. It looks like stained glass. It is beautiful.
Chef's kiss. Magnifico.
And I hope-
that.
Yeah, I was blown away by it. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
Alex.
Alex, for your contribution.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so what were you saying about our social media presences?
Yes. So we are on Twitter at HDraconics, and we have a YouTube channel, Hooked on Draconics.
I heard we also have an entire subreddit.
We do have an entire subreddit.
Now,
What is our
Wes,
subreddit
what was our
called?
subreddit called?
Hooked on Draconics.
Is that an r/Hooked on Draconics?
Is that r/Hooked on Draconics?
Reddit.com.
It should be.
/r/Hooked on Draconics? Is that what you're talking about?
Hold on, let me look up.
should I pause
Yeah,
it?
yeah. It's
No,
r
keep
slash
this-
Hooked on
keep this-
You
Draconics.
do not pause this!
We're not pausing.
Fucker.
Jesus, look at the clip you just made, James.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's my biggest clip yet.
He's
Yeah.
rivaling Josh for that one.
Jeez. That hurt real bad, by the way.
I'm sorry, I'll kiss you later.
Okay.
So, Wes, what was the subreddit called?
r slash Hooked on Draconics. So Reddit gives us the full thing.
I clapped when I heard that.
Twitter has limited characters, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to be making posts for discussions for every episode, right, Wes?
Yeah, we're gonna do that, right, Wes?
God, I hope so.
That'd be so.
And then,
Hold on, let me ask myself real quick. Yes, we will.
and in doing so, you, the listeners, are free to discuss the episodes all you want on Reddit.
Can you figure out the secret lore?
Can you
Like,
give
comment,
us
and
helpful totally non-aggressive hints on how to better play the game?
Can you come up with a better plot theory than Josh already has?
Probably.
Just write it for him.
Yeah.
Send in your theories so Josh
Send in
can
your
steal
theories,
them.
and I will totally say confirm your theories. Those were correct all along. Yes.
I'm excited for the YouTube channel because I want to post the studio walkthrough.
Yes.
Oh.
We're gonna...
Oh. Secret videos, man. No spoilers.
Well, I want people to get excited. Whoa, where are they recording at?
We're
That's
excited
amazing,
about
you
the
know?
recording.
I don't know if we
studio
can
now.
talk about that yet.
It is
talked
on
about
the
it last
down
episode.
low. It is a very top secret, top tier,
Undisclosed location.
undisclosed location.
I'll cut it out in post. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody will know.
No
Yeah.
one will know. Okay, we can't tell anyone where we are recording because it is top secret. We are on lockdown, under armed guard, being protected
In my basement.
in your basement.
I mean, Area 51 is going to get really upset if we keep leaking it.
Yeah.
All right, what happened last episode?
Who wants to do a recap?
Actually, before we do a recap, is there any other social media or anything we do want to plug right now?
Was the Spotify name just Hooked on Draconics?
It's hooked on
Yeah,
Draconics.
it's hooked on
Okay.
Draconics.
If you're listening
All
to
of your
this,
platforming needs.
you're most likely listening to it on Spotify based on our analytics. but-
Yeah, everybody has approved us at this point. I think iHeartRadio was like the last one to do it.
We're on
Wow.
iHeartRadio, everyone. Check us out on iHeartRadio for all your podcasting needs.
Oh my god.
If
Why is it still going?
if you subscribe, if you like us, please leave us a good review.
Reviews really do help. I can't.
All the
expect
other generic things I'm probably supposed to say here, but we're not professionals.
We're not professionals.
In case you couldn't tell.
Jesus Christ, that was amazing. I hear that all the
I'm
time.
out of here. I'm done.
Yeah,
I
it
can't. I
was-
can't work with this kind of amateurishness.
Okay,
That's episode 11.
Yay! Thanks for tuning in, folks.
but for real, if you do like us, please, leave comments. Tell us we're beautiful. I like to hear that every day of my life. I need affirmation from internet strangers.
But genuinely, we would like to hear how we're doing.
Yeah, genuinely.
But yeah, that too. I mean, that's also kind of important.
Yeah, we want to hear from you, our fans.
Like,
Why
All
did I say that so
5 of
insincerely?
you.
I don't know. I'm trying to sincerely talk to our audience.
I know,
here.
me too.
Josh is over
And
there.
you're like
undercutting
over
us.
here.
We all just keep looking at each other and giggling.
I do have an important question.
So we haven't seen each other in
What's up, Lee?
a little bit.
How is the new furnace? Should I turn it on earlier next time we get together, or is it?
Oh, I'm
not
gonna
enough
find
heat?
him.
It
I'm
feels
just-
Oh,
fine
it feels
in
fine.
here.
Yeah.
Can,
Okay.
can you
With
hear my
all-
jacket over the?
With all you hot
you're
boys
fine,
here.
yeah.
Okay, I'm fine.
It's hot enough in this room already, baby. Anyway, so
Oof.
recap.
All right. Thank you for listening again. If you like us, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
All that. Rate, subscribe.
That was literally
whatever.
9.5 minutes.
And we haven't even started.
Please.
Yeah, true.
Well, I'm not gonna keep
Just
all that
in
beginning.
Now-
self-promotion.
Let's get into what you actually came here for.
People already on episode 11.
Recap.
Yeah, recap. You,
Good.
Wes.
Put him on the spot.
We killed FredBear.
No.
We did not kill
That
Fred
is
Bear.
not what
Okay,
happened.
We
that's
knocked
right.
Fredbear the
We
fuck
knocked
out.
FredBear out.
But that's not where we started.
That is
So
not
we
where
started.
That is definitely not where.
We murdered 2 woodsmen who were completely innocent and not at all attacking, not at all in a wrong state of mind or zombies.
They were definitely zombies.
That's what you get for pointing at me.
All right. Yeah.
Sips beer.
We were actually
Spear.
Asterisk.
ambushed
beer,
by
asterisk.
2 zombified local hunters.
It's been a couple of weeks. Do you remember their names?
I remember the bear traps.
Flimbo and
People we
Scrimbo.
know.
That
Yeah.
is not their names. No.
I'm pretty sure it was Slamp and Slamp Jr.
Mm-mm.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I actually have that written down in my notes right now.
Slamp.
And actually,
Says
he
racist.
has the power to just go back and change that.
That'd be hilarious.
Just re-upload.
So every time Josh says it in the earlier episode, it's like, and then my voice cuts in Slamp, and then Slamp Jr.
I hope you're in for some some heavy editing, Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fine. You can make your job harder if you want. That's fine with me.
No, just
Okay.
this episode.
they were coming right for us. We walked, well,
They trapped us in me and Stump,
Thor and Stump.
Thormund and Stump, in bear traps.
Which they were smart enough to set out bear traps. That's weird. Didn't think about that.
Well, they
last
seemed
time.
like semi-conscious, maybe.
Well,
There
they were
was
like-
something.
Now they're semi-dead.
It was like a spore
They
or
were
something,
semi-dead,
right?
definitely.
Well, now they're semi-dead for sure.
I think now they're dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
okay.
just-
All right, you got it.
We made them dead.
There is some sort of fungal growth on them. Yes,
It was
Yeah.
purple.
It was purple.
The color of corruption
Yes,
And royalty.
also true.
and corrupt royalty.
They were filled with purple drink.
And yeah, what?
What?
So, yes, you fought these hunters who were infected with this fungus.
And we didn't get a good sense of what it was.
You did not, no.
Well, we were searching for the young boy.
He's like 13.
I thought none of us rolled well enough to figure out what
Yeah,
it was.
no.
The not young boy.
We
A
have our
young lad,
Did
young man.
we have our conjecture that it's related to the
Probably
demon.
should have listened to the episode to remind myself where we were before this, but
Well, after this, we kept hiking, and then
tracked down FredBear.
Oh,
we tracked down FredBear.
FredBear was attacking
Jace.
trying to get Jace.
the
Jace
mind,
was
the
in
mind
a-
filter.
Jace was in a crevice.
He
Dominating
was
the
in like
meta.
a big cracked boulder or something like that.
It was like between two big rocks, yeah.
Yeah, rock and hard place.
Yeah.
Rock and bar.
And you're being clawed at by a semi-corrupted FredBear.
Yes.
I don't know if there's any semi about it.
And then I turned into a bear
And
and
then
had a big bear fight.
And then
Yeah.
Stump turned into a bear, while the rest of us tried to extract Jace from the crevice.
And
Yeah.
Cass
Disable.
shot worms from his arm
Yes.
and then had a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Most
Worms-
importantly, Kef had a very, very important thing happen to him.
Worms were crawling in
Now-
my skin. These wounds, they will not heal.
Whoa.
Wait.
Copyright.
Fear
Are we-
is how I fall.
We've been deemed C8 already.
Are we going
Easy.
in that direction? See, I was going to start making jokes about how, the body starts going through changes in a young warlock's life that are a little unexpected.
I was going to make a joke about taking him to the vet. Because
I,
Got
I,
worms.
I think
Man,
it makes
there's
sense.
so many ways we could have played this.
I think
And
it
now
makes
we've-
sense that he's a fisherman because he can just shoot out worms.
Yeah, that's
That's
actually...
efficient.
I just leveled up. I got a new level in fisherman.
That's a controversial class, but I
Yeah,
like it.
It is, but you get to the worm abilities and they're pretty cool.
yeah.
Wait until I get to some worm
Oh,
grunting.
oh, that's
By
under-
the way, look up worm grunting.
That's
on-
under the bait tree?
Worm grunting? I don't.
We're not going to send our fans to go look
Just-
up worm.
I'm gonna look that up,
that
and
up.
if it's bad, I'm gonna cut all this out.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
what the
fair.
hell is worm-
I was going to say the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's a real thing. It's-
I don't believe
it's how
worms
they
are capable
collect
of
worms.
Oh.
So, anyway,
Is that where you like
shot-
send electricity into the ground? And
I saw that in the Godzilla movie.
yeah, that's where
What?
I saw it too. The one with the Godzilla '96.
Kind of similar. It's where people
Wait,
like.
is that the one with Stalin with a sword, or is that Godzilla?
No,
That's
that's Final
Godzilla
Wars.
Final War.
That's
Yeah,
a real
Final Wars.
Godzilla.
There will
movie.
be worm grunting parties where a bunch of people get in a circle and they all pat on the ground and like pound on the
Godzilla
ground.
'96. Like
With
the,
Matthew
the one
Broderick.
the one in
Yeah.
New York. That's a lot of fish.
We
Yeah.
can do that right now. It's wet
Yeah.
outside.
It is, yeah. It'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
Before you
Let's-
guys leave, let's get some.
All right.
Godzilla.
Well, that was
Apparently,
episode 11.
I
Everyone.
got really scared in the theater when I was young because I was like a kid when that came out. I was like,
I was
young.
too, but I loved it.
It was like I got really scared in the theater and didn't want to watch it. And then my dad made me.
You little shit, you're gonna watch this. I don't know what your dad
not,
was like then.
Not like that.
Anyway,
We saved
That's
Jace.
probably
yeah, you
Not
saved Jace. You knocked FredBear unconscious.
I had a breakdown.
I'm gonna take over this before it gets a bit off the rails.
Ooh.
Oh,
We already foreshadowed that like 8
I know.
episodes.
Yeah. So you knocked. Or you. I almost said you knocked out Jace and rescued FredBear.
yeah,
Someone
that's all right.
did.
Yeah, can we do that instead?
I mean, Jace is kind of a little twerp.
Karate
chop.
chop.
He's got to have like 3 hit points. Come on, we can knock him out.
FredBear sounds like he's a good people or a
Yeah.
good bear.
Good bear.
So,
We need to figure out how to heal this corruption.
and that is where we begin.
That was my opening line.
Okay.
We already begun.
say it again.
We need to figure out how to heal this corruption.
I'm a bear right now, so I can't talk.
Okay, he can't talk in bear form. I've just intuitively figured that out.
Jace
Bears.
is standing at the entrance of this these two rocks, and he's kind of like still got his hand on one of the rocks, looking like he's a little nervous. He sees the bear that's standing there before him. He sees the unconscious, corrupted bear,
I'll come over.
and he's not sure if he should slip back into the rocks or if things are safe.
All right, Jace, come out there now. It's safe.
Are you sure? Is it really safe?
Yeah.
He kind of steps forward. I want you to make a charisma check.
Oh, I probably should have grabbed dice.
Oh my god, so unprofessional.
Quick side question while you're doing
7.
it. What color bear are you?
Oof, brown?
Brown.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
I have it in my
Or
handy dandy
what?
app.
What color is your hair? Right.
Well, I mean,
Well,
like,
there's
or
specific-
different
Is
bears are
Stump
different
specific?
colors.
That's
you know.
fair, but what color is Stump's hair? It might.
Gray.
It
Stumpy.
is stumpy, yeah.
I'm a brown bear.
Solid.
Confirmed.
Brown bear confirmed.
Confirmed for brown bear.
Jesus Christ, Chris. We've been hanging out for like 3 hours.
I know.
We had a 15-minute intro.
We had a 15-minute intro. We had a 3-hour conversation about stuff.
Oh God!
It's getting sassy on.
So, charisma check?
7.
We did joke about
Yeah.
going diceless.
Yeah, but what did your character?
one of
do?
these episodes?
All right. Actually,
This would be
roll with
persuasion,
advantage
right?
because Thorman does have, Thorman does have a little bit of a rapport with Jace.
That's
He is
right.
like
Fanfare
7.
Also, are you a? Wow.
7 or a 1.
with advantage. Oh, okay.
Okay. I thought you rolled 7 twice.
No.
Isn't your backstory? You're not folk hero, right?
No.
Okay, never mind.
So, Jace is still kind of nervously standing at the entrance. Of
It's
this.
it's probably down. You'll be all right.
I'll wait here for a moment, okay?
All right. Here, take this. I hand him a spear. I hand him my spear.
Okay.
It works better than a sword.
He reaches his trembling hand and grabs it.
Alright.
You notice that he does not seem to have his sword on him
All right.
because he probably lost it.
You'll be right in there. I walk away from the.
All right, you walk away.
I'm going to walk to the mouth of the crevice,
Okay.
and I say, "Hey, kid,
Yes.
look, what you did out here, that was real brave, going off by yourself and all that. Much respect. You need a change of pants before you come out of there."
He kind of looks at you. His eyes look like they're a little bit red from crying, and he just kind of quietly nods his head.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. Here, I got some. I got a spare pack of clothes in my backpack. Let me grab that out.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna. Well, I mean, Talon is not much larger than like a 13-year-old kid. So,
Yeah. And Jace is like he's kind of like
and he said he was kind of big for his age.
he's kind of got like a
I,
Gendry kind of vibe going on from
So
A Song
for
of
people
Ice
that
and Fire.
for people that don't know, it's a big beefy blacksmith boy.
Yeah.
like later seasons from the show.
No, like
because that was a big boy.
no, like Gendry in. Well, I was talking like yeah. He like
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I take out one of my spare sets of clothing, and I also give him a handkerchief to clean himself off and a flask of water.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, stand blocking everyone's view from the mouth of the crevice and let him do his thing.
Oh, by the way, I walk back over to FredBear.
Okay.
I, in bear form, I'm huffing and puffing because I just did a lot of work and I'm very old. And I kind of sit down on my bear butt. And then I'm going to transform back into a dwarf, but still sitting and just huffing and puffing. And I'm going to stare at FredBear.
All right. FredBear, go ahead and make either a nature or medicine check for me.
Can I assist with the nature?
Yes.
I will assist. So you get advantage.
And I'll also cast guidance on myself.
Ah.
Hmm.
We got a 19 for nature.
All right. So looking at FredBear, now you've seen like infections and things before. You live in nature. You kind of see like things like this. This is not something that you've seen before, obviously. But what you're kind of gathering from the look and based off of the hunters that you saw earlier, this infection is not as progressed as the hunters were. So you feel like with some either magical treatment or medical treatment, you're not sure, with some experimentation you might be able to roll back some of this infection.
Like my spell list real quick.
Go ahead, look at your spell list. Cassius, what are you doing?
Cassius is gonna walk up to. Well, I was gonna walk up to Stump, but he's checking his spell book right now.
You can talk to me. That's
Yeah, you can talk at him.
Fair. Stump, how are you?
I'm fine.
How's Fred? Is it Fred? Does he go by the full thing, FredBear, or just
yeah,
Fred?
it's FredBear.
Okay.
How he is, a 19 did not tell me, so I don't know.
Oh. Usually a 19 will do it. That's very
Yeah, that's what I
suspicious.
was
Yeah,
thinking,
that's
yeah.
what I was thinking. That's pretty
What's
good.
a 19?
It must be bad.
It's a number higher than you usually count.
She. You're right.
Well, I'm not too positive myself. We could potentially try and bring one of the village healers out here. Look him over.
That's a good call, because I don't have lesser restoration right now.
Yeah, that's a higher level spell.
No, I mean,
Oh,
I could
okay.
have it. I just don't have it prepared.
It has been a while, so I want you guys each to roll an intelligence check.
All right.
$17.
No associated skills.
Just intelligence.
17.
17. Good roll.
4.
4.
I'm big dumb.
12.
12. You guys remember you still have one last Bunt's special brew, which cures the poison condition.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I know you don't know that, but I'm letting them know.
You think Bunts will do it?
I was just thinking about that.
Worth a shot.
Now,
It worked well for me.
it did cure everyone's insides, but I suppose it's worth a shot. What else are we going to use it for? It's only good for today, according to Bunt. I will hand it over to our new friend Stump. And I say, it's a little healing item from a friend of ours.
Okay. I'm going to pop the top.
All right.
I'm going to give it a big whiff.
Smells vinegary and acrid.
It don't go down smooth.
Can somebody grab FredBear's mouth and
Yeah.
hold it open?
I'll go around to the front.
Yeah, he's
Grab his
a
mouth.
professional with animals.
Oh, okay.
I'll let him handle that. You almost done back there, kid?
Yeah. Yes, I'm done. He
Cool.
steps out with your clothes. They're a little bit like too big on him, but like they don't fit quite right. But he's standing there in your pack of spare clothes, and he's got his spear.
All right.
He has a really, really baggy collar so you can get your head,
Yes.
your horns through.
It's a V-neck.
Yeah.
That's why we're button-ups, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's hope he doesn't wake up anytime soon. I go ahead and grab his jaws.
I'm going to pour it in his
Man,
mouth.
they're much easier to
All right.
slip out of.
And I guess I'll pet his throat so he can, like, swallow.
All right. Well,
I don't know how unconscious bears work.
Well, do you need some help? I know some medicine.
Do I know medicine as well?
You want to make a medicine check as well?
Yeah, I'm okay at medicine, but if you want to do it, yeah.
No, I'm like medicine trained. Like,
Yeah, he's our medicine boy.
I'm +3.
+5. But
Let me give you
it's
a-
not metagame.
Let me give you guidance.
Oh, thank you.
That's a 4 on the guidance.
Ooh.
Nice.
That'll be a total of 17 with that +4.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
So yeah, you pour
Would this be
the
medicine or would it be an animal handling?
for this I'm gonna say medicine.
Okay.
It's unconscious, so you're not. Animal handling is more like person.
Well, I mean, like,
right?
it's what I'm saying is like it's veterinarian work rather than like
Oh, okay, yeah,
rather
yeah.
than like people doctor.
I would say either or, whichever works.
But
better
then
for you.
again, good recent discussion somebody had about this that I was watching online. It's like the reason why medicine is like wisdom instead of intelligence. Yeah, is because of how many different races are in D&D, and if you have one medicine skill but all of these different types of anatomies, you have to be able to identify intuitively like what is going on with them rather than.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
So if medicine,
Just
never noticed that.
studiously.
yeah.
And
so
it's
and I was
amazing.
like, I always thought it was like an intelligence skill, and then I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, wisdom.
Also, it's medieval eras, so medicine's not like codified like it is these days.
Well, we've got magical medicine.
It's
Too.
also fantasy, so it could be.
That is true.
Yeah.
But that'd be a good reason for it not to be intelligence.
But regardless, yeah, it's wisdom. You kind of understand intuitively what's going on with.
I mean, we did
Learn
drink
something
cider
new every
that
day.
gave
Yeah,
us
yeah.
more health.
Cider shields, yeah.
Yeah.
Patented.
That is wholly 100% accurate science.
I'm
Cider
having some
shield.
stout shield right now myself.
You said that slurring your speech.
It's a strong shield.
It's a very strong shield.
It's good.
So you
Good
pour
shield.
the potion down FredBear's throat, and you massage his throat to get it to go down, and he kind of coughs up a bit, and then you step back and kind of let it take effect, and you see some of this moss substance begins to kind of like discolor and then flake off of him, and he looks very sick still. Like the some of the fur is a bit thin. He looks like a bit pale for a bear. He doesn't look as hardy and meaty
And bear-like.
and bear-like. But you see the infection start to fade away.
Wow. Heavens above, Bunt! I didn't know you
I'm
had such craft.
this good brew.
The bear.
I make it a habit of not to sound creepy about this, but watching different people in town. And Bunt's been through quite a few adventures himself, from what I understand.
Well, we need to.
He probably knows a thing or two beyond what he lets on.
We might need to get with him about these. He might need to ramp up production if this hits the town.
It's not a bad idea.
Maybe connect him with Flardis, so that he can use his.
Maybe we should connect him with the church or somebody that. Perhaps a legitimate alchemist.
Wait, Flardis isn't legitimate?
Look, I don't know what happened last time I went in there. I don't want to deal with the gnome again.
All right.
That's
Well-
not true. He's adorable, but he didn't seem all there.
Well, he's certainly looking better, FredBear is.
Yes, yes, he is. As
you-
I move away from the mic and then back towards it, so Lee will have to do extra editing.
No, it's fine.
So-
He's like, I'm way too lazy.
I'm not about that work life. They've heard the quality before. It's bad.
And it's good quality.
Wait, I'm hearing two different things here.
The best quality. Anyway.
So, Stump, do you have any idea where you picked this up?
No. Do I?
No.
No.
But it was a similar infection to the one that the zombies had.
Correct.
Just not as bad.
Just
Well,
not as
when
bad.
he wakes up, I'll ask him.
Well, Cassius looks over to Jace. We'll have to get the boy back into town, anyhow.
He says, yes, I would like to go see my mom.
Yes. Have you had enough time playing in the woods?
Ouch.
Yes, sir.
Well-
Cassius stands there smugly with his arms crossed. I want to go see my mom.
Yes, and you've had a rough time.
Yeah.
Let's get you back. Cassius pulls, drapes a traveling blanket over him on top of his clothes and stuff. It's probably. We saw what kind of fire he managed to get started, or not.
Failed to get started, if I remember right.
Yeah.
He looks over at the dwarf next to the bear and looks over at the bear that's now unconscious, and he just kind of, are we going to go soon?
Right. Yes. First, Stump. With FredBear, what would you like to do? Should we leave him here?
So, your description makes me think he's not like fully
He's not at his best self, but his infection is gone.
His infection's gone?
Or infestation, or whatever you want to call
Okay.
it.
I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll some healing, please.
And then he immediately attacks us again.
Right, everybody get ready.
I'll start casting. I'll sit down on the ground and start ritually casting Speak with Animals.
Or I could just do that myself.
Well, maybe you both want to speak to him. I'm going to do play your characters.
While Tala and I just like stand off to the side and just like, oh, just everyone's speaking with animals now.
He's going to get healed for 5.
All right.
Just being bear lingual.
So the bear's eyes flutter open.
That was a fine brandy of a pun.
Oh, Stump.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Speak with Animals as well.
How are you doing, buddy?
Hey, Fred, how are you doing?
Oh, my body hurts.
That's because me and my new friends whooped up on you a little bit.
Yeah, sorry about that, FredBear.
Oh. Who are you?
I'm Thorman.
Oh,
I hunt in these parts. You might have seen me.
I'm going to call you Twig.
Sure.
Stump and Twig. My new friends.
And then I explained to you and Bear that a couple hundred years ago, FredBear's ancestor named me Stump. And that's why I'm called Stump now.
All right.
Why'd you whoop up on me?
Oh, great. They're growling at each other.
Yeah, this is really interesting to watch.
You guys
Just
just
they're
hear
just
like,
three.
I'll lean over.
And
He's a little
occasionally
groggy again.
English, as we establish, but or occasionally they're speaking common, as we
All right,
establish, like a
come on,
mishmash.
big guy. I'm gonna take you back to town.
I'll lean over to you guys. This might be a while if you guys want to get on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him back to his mom.
All right, so you guys take Jace
Cass,
back
you wanna
to
come?
Windstone.
Yeah. That will be less confusing than watching this.
Wait, have fun with your bears.
Why'd you whoop up on me?
Well, you were real sick and you're attacking a innocent young boy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's actually that one I point to him as they're walking away.
Sorry! He shouts at Jason. Jason's like, ah!
Yeah, because like all he's hearing is like.
I'll say FredBear is sorry. He says
Oh, okay.
over to Jace.
Yes, they can speak with the bear. Thormund has spoken with birds and also Porculus. So it's
Look,
a thing.
it's
It's a thing, Jace.
It's a Southern Appalachia trait.
Yeah. So before you come back out here again, Jace, you should probably learn to speak with animals first.
Speak with pig.
Okay.
You should at least learn how to avoid the larger predators.
He nods. With
That's-
understanding.
One of the first rules to being out here: you are not the biggest, baddest thing in the woods.
I understand that.
But hey, we're not here just to criticize you. Cassius puts like a comforting hand on his shoulder and like gives him a little shake.
Look,
little
if you want a
shuffle.
legitimate hunting lesson or something like that, I can teach you how to move pretty quietly.
He nods at that and says,
And I think
like
you
that.
can understand the importance of it now. So, right now we're trying to take care of some business. You wait for me to come to you with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
And that's where we cut back to FredBear and Stump and Twig. Oh, Stump, my body hurts. Everything hurts all over. Oh.
Well, you were covered in a purple fungus.
Oh. Oh,
Do you remember what happened?
Well, it was getting close to nightfall, and I was eating some berries, and the wind picked up a little bit.
There's no A in berries.
Oh, I was just thinking the bear on divine berries.
Oh, God.
I was like, yeah, we got to be careful with berries.
These were
I was thinking-
blackberries, you fool.
I was thinking of the pun berries. I don't know. That's where my mind went.
No, I get where you were. I was.
Mine was a much worse place.
Yeah, you
a much
you're
darker
lame.
place.
And the wind picked up a bit, and I saw something descend from the treetops, and it had these glowing purple eyes. And next thing you know, everything went dark. And that's about it.
Could you take us to where this was?
Oh, yeah, sure, I could do that. Oh.
All right,
Your
I kind
animal
of.
characters are my favorites.
They're really the spotlight stealers.
Yeah.
That and Farmer Prescott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fun.
Yeah.
Like little Farmer Prescott.
Yeah.
Classic.
You'll never
Wilbur.
Yeah, Wilbur.
His hype. Porculus' hype man.
Porculus is hype, man.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That is the Flavor Flav of pigs. Jesus.
FredBear leads you into the forest, or further into the forest. He kind of like steppy stomps towards where he was attacked.
And I'll lead. I'll leave a followable trail in case they want to come find us.
Okay.
In case
Hansel and Gretel
Cassie's-
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he takes you to an area where there's several blackberry bushes, and he says, "Right here is about where I was attacked."
All right. I'm gonna start looking around.
All right, make a nature survival check, rather.
I'll give you guidance.
Alrighty.
Just gotta throw them out left and right.
Huzzah.
It's a 2.
Okay. So
And we're sure you have it.
100%.
that's a
It's
20.
actually on his
We've been
list.
betrayed before.
Yeah. Sorry,
true.
that's a 20.
Okay,
I didn't even take it again.
so as you kind of investigate the area, you see you kind of see where there might have been a struggle with FredBear and something. But you don't really see like what the other source of like the damage is. Just really like FredBear looks like kind of thrashed about on the ground for a while. You also kind of see kind of like almost like a trail of like broken branches through the forest leading deeper into the forest. You also kind of detect around the area there's kind of like a fine kind of like purple dust. It's almost imperceptible, but you got like a good enough tracking to kind of notice it specifically in the area where FredBear thrashed around on the ground. And so you can kind of see this trail of where these broken like branches that are too high up for FredBear to have created, that you're assuming was created by Uraq.
All right. Well, looks like there's a struggle here and went off that way. Point off.
What went off that way?
Oh, yeah. I guess you weren't there. Uraq called himself the Baleful Wind. Some kind of wind creature. We found him in the Windstone.
Oh, you know about the Winston?
Yeah, the Windstone's a pretty obvious like big stone monolith.
Okay.
So if you've been on the edge of the forest, you would have seen it.
Okay, yeah.
So you might not know much about it, but you know that it's a big stone that has wind blowing out of it. Though maybe not right now.
Yeah, it was some sort of prison for him, but something let him out. Well, not something, a trog.
FredBear starts nomming on the berries.
Maybe you should try some different berries there. I say there's some purple dust on there.
Oh.
I actually start taking out a torch and start. Maybe we should do like a semi-controlled burn to get rid of this stuff.
Well, I'm gonna do a fancy bird whistle.
All right.
And try to cast summon bird.
Okay.
I don't have that as a spell, but I'm just gonna try to get birds to come.
Okay, make a
I mean,
Animal handle?
could you do it with Druidcraft?
I don't have druidcraft. It's useless.
You're useless. Oh my
I mean,
God.
could it not summon a single bird for you to do things with?
It's the best spell in the game.
You always yell, "Yay, Chuck! You Jerry, you about?"
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get.
make
Chuck-
a animal
Summon
handling.
familiar. Yeah.
Is that +5? Is that you?
Nice.
That doesn't look good.
It's fun.
16.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So modest.
All right. Well, yeah. You see, Chuck flies up and he says, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Chuck, I'm going to need you to get a bunch of bird friends and tell all of our other friends not to go down this trail where the purple dust is and to stay away from whatever is causing the purple bad stuff to happen.
You
That's
want
what
me
we're
to spread the
calling it.
word?
Yeah, spread the word.
Yeah, you got it, bub.
The bird is forward.
The bird is the word. What can I say?
Bird, bird, bird.
And then he flies off.
All right.
All right. Done deal.
Maybe we should take a more stealthy approach as we're following this trail.
Just me and you?
Just scout it out at least.
Scout it out? All right.
Time's a wasting.
Actually, I think I can help with that.
We
I will
split the
cast-
party.
Pass without trace.
Exactly.
It's fine. We get to have our own. We get to have a spin-off after they get
Brutally murdered.
brutally murdered.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast.
Everyone gets brutally murdered but me, and I'm like, "Ugh, I'm the only one with a backup character.
Oh, I always have a backup character.
I do too. Don't tell the fans.
We've already established that because
Because I came so close to dying. I was
you
like, yeah,
almost
I've got a
died.
backup character.
Yeah.
But they're so attached to you guys.
Mostly Stump.
Mostly Stump.
It's alright, I'll actually be doing a voice for my next one.
Oh.
Alrighty. Is it Southern Appalachian
Southern
voice?
Appalachian.
Southern apple.
We're gonna actually
Yeah,
bring Josh
no,
in.
it
as,
just might be.
Hell yeah, brother.
We're actually gonna bring Josh in as Porculus, the fan favorite. He's going to be a new
It'll
PC.
be my DMPC.
Yeah, DMPC.
Oh
Time out.
my god.
Time out.
Okay.
All right.
Time out, crime out.
What?
So do you follow the trail?
Yeah.
Yeah, we creep.
Yeah, should I read what Pass Without Trace does?
I have an idea of what it does. Gives you a +10, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, just for the audience.
Yes.
Tell the audience what Pass Without Trace does.
That's probably a good idea.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means.
That's a massive bonus in 5th edition.
Yeah, especially at level 2 spell slot. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
How long does it last?
1 hour.
All right.
So it doesn't work for strength stealth checks.
No.
Okay.
You need a different spell for that.
Flex Without Trace.
So it's stealth checks? Flex without trace.
And I'll go ahead and give you guidance as well.
Guidance. All right. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Could you describe the guidance?
Oh, guidance?
Oh!
+2.
Damn,
Oh my
I'm
God,
all
Don't
over.
fall.
Lee, cut that out of the podcast. Don't keep that in, please.
He almost fell. Guidance is a cantrip that you touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
I know what it does.
It is the most broken cantrip in the game.
But he was asking how your cantrip or how your guidance
flavor.
functions.
Could I get a little bit of flavor to that chicken?
Well, we know you
Just,
have to. We know you
Slap
have
on the
to.
ass in a good game.
We know you have to
Exactly,
touch
yeah.
him.
Oh,
I'm getting the magic tingle hand, and I'm touching him on the back.
Just like a really
Yeah,
comforting,
that's the motion. he
like a
made.
really comforting heavy massage.
The
You're
workplace appropriate back touch.
You're sneaking so well, man.
Yeah. You get a +4, by the way, to yourself.
That's how like bardic inspiration works. Like you're sneaking through the woods, and it's like, do 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 do.
Playing sneak music.
Yeah, playing sneak music.
Except Stump is a dwarf and Thorman is an elf.
Podcast.
So he's like massaging his quads.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
We creeping, dude.
well, yeah, you got a natural 20.
Yes.
With a plus.
+7, so 27.
Nice.
Oh,
And
this gives you a +10, doesn't it? Dang, yeah, 20. I got a math.
Oh wait, so actually 36.
Wow, 36.
Yeah, 36.
Jeez, what level are we?
3.
And what'd you get?
32.
32. So we got a 37 and a 32. So yeah, I would say you guys are slipping through this forest all sleepery and sneakily like. I don't know.
Sleepery?
It's late. You guys.
Well, rogue's out.
Yeah.
Just crumble that up.
Yep.
So you
I'm
move.
gonna go
through,
hang out with the blacksmith.
Yeah. So you move through the forest, kind of moving towards following this path that leads through the thickest part of the forest. And Stump, you're familiar with this forest. You've been here most of your life, a good chunk of your life. You're noticing that this path that you're following is heading dangerously close to the heart of the forest, where there's a dryad that lives.
Oh shit.
And you know that the dryad lives is tied to a large oak tree that's in the center of this forest. And this path seems to be heading directly for that location.
I'm gonna whisper that in bear.
Also, FredBear probably said, "All right, I'm gonna go now."
Yeah.
He's not doing too hot.
Yeah,
I just didn't want to say that in common, just in case if there's something
Yeah.
listening. It's more incognito.
Yes.
He gets a lift to his cave.
All right. I've been here a couple years, but I never heard of something like
Please,
that.
he takes an Uber.
It's deep in the woods.
Is it friendly?
Is it friendly?
Yes. Well, the dryad likes to keep to herself. Her name is Tanilla.
Oh.
Wow.
Her name is what he said. I will
Tanilla.
not remember it.
Tanilla.
Tanilla
Like
bean.
vanilla,
Vanilla
but
bean.
with a T.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, like vanilla, but with ton in front of it.
Ton Vanilla is her name.
Tanilla.
Tanilla.
T-A-N Illa.
Tanilla.
That's my
Tanilla.
favorite letter. Illa. All right, so we continue creeping.
Tanilla.
Yeah. So you continue creeping through the forest, and you eventually come to the clearing in which Tanilla's oak tree is located. As you enter, you see there is this large oak tree with its branches stretching up into the sky. In the branches of this tree, you see like the branches are moving and kind of flowing with the wind, though where you are, you don't really feel like wind enough to move these branches. So you make the assumption, I'm just going to tell you, that Uraq is probably up there. You see on the grass, you see these mossy purple growths that are starting to form around the tree and on the tree itself. And this clearing seems to be infected with this infestation.
That don't seem good.
But for right now, you are hidden.
Where's the dryad?
You don't see her.
I'm gonna whisper in bear. What do we do?
Let's circle around and see if we see anything different.
The bear is gone, but you two still just prefer to speak in bear.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, if they start speaking in a language out here, somebody's going to pick up on that. But if it's just two bears grunting in the woods,
See, James.
Yeah.
speaks.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing a rogue. I understand how these things work.
Make a perception check.
All right. Perception.
Should I give you guidance? Is that gonna get old?
No, it does not get old.
You're gonna be the white one.
All right.
You get a +2.
Plus blue. 12.
Okay.
11.
11. You don't notice anything else beyond what I've given you.
All right. Well, let's head back and make a plan of action with the others. It's a big sounding truck. Who put a highway in here?
I think that might have been Truculles.
Oh, Truculles. The famed.
Truculus.
Yeah, people with oversized trucks and exhausts.
Yeah, let's
They're in a hurry to get home to kiss their daddies on the lips.
Hey,
Whoa.
don't cut out half of our viewership, okay?
Whoa.
all right. We should head back. I need a bit of a rest. I'm at 5 health.
I also used most of my spell slots. So.
Well, I still have my hit dice to heal, but we haven't taken a short rest. And I'll, as we creep back, I'll leave like a small, like markings that I'll know to recognize to get us back here.
Okay.
Oh, I can get us back here.
Never mind.
You're going to the
I'm,
dry.
I'm dealing with a druid. It's a bit different.
So you guys head back to town.
Mhm.
And this is where we'll cut over to...
Porculus.
Yes, Porculus.
Yay.
What's he up to?
Do the voice
what is he
again.
up to?
Sam.
I'm doing okay, I guess. It's been pretty rough. I'm not
Well,
gonna lie.
thank you for answering our call, Fam.
Oh, yeah.
Just checking in on you.
Hey, no problem.
But we got stuff to do. We'll talk to you later.
It's always good
Well,
having you on the
hey,
cast.
If you guys are doing anything, I'd like to hang out.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, we'll call you.
We'll call you soon.
I mean, I've got a free afternoon. and-
Click.
You don't call us.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How special is Porculus, like, stat block wise? Like, if I looked at Porculus, would that be a whole thing I could put in my turn into animal thing?
Oh my God. Wait.
Dire pig.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like a dire pig, not like a normal pig, like a.
I mean, he's kind of a dire pig.
He is now.
So I'll get in touch with you about Porculus's stat block later, because really all I had was pie-eating relevant stats for him.
Well, I could also
That's
just never run into him. So
You would sacrifice running into Porculus?
it's not up to me if I run into Porculus or not.
It's up to the audience.
It's up to Porculus.
Oh, you're right.
I think you mean Porculus, son of Samanthony.
Samantha.
He's of royal lineage.
Oh, Samanthony.
Samanthony the Third.
I miss Samanthony.
All right.
References
That
no one
gets.
will get.
No one will get.
I didn't get it.
Moving
Yeah.
over to Talon and Cassius and Jace. You guys exit the forest, presumably heading right back through.
Yeah, right back to the smith. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't need this kid tagging along for our
Yeah.
adventures from now on.
And you, as you kind of exit the tree line, Jace kind of takes off in a run and runs towards the his mom's house / the smithy, and you see Umadine opens up her back door, and she says, "Jace, oh Jace, you daft boy," and she kind of takes him in for a hug, and she says, "I was so worried about you. I was hoping," and she kind of like looks at the two of you, and she says,
I just give her a small curt wave.
Likewise, a little
And-
wave.
and Jace is like, "Mom, I'm so sorry. I was just so angry." And she's like, "Oh, don't worry about it, dear. Don't worry. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is fine. I'm not mad. I was so worried." And you see like tears are kind of welling up in his eyes, and tears are welling up in her eyes, and they just kind of like hug for a moment. And
This is nice. See, it was my good deed for the day.
Umadine kind of looks at you and she says, "Where's Thoramund? I originally asked him to bring Jace back home safely."
He's just looking into something that was in the woods.
Is everything all right?
Should be for now. Yeah.
I would wait a day or two if you were planning to go into the woods.
But I'm not planning on going into the woods. I'm not much of a woods person myself.
Well, I would recommend you spread the word.
I will say, make sure he gets a bath.
I'll see to it.
We found some strange fungus in the wood. Just want to make sure none of it's on him.
Of course. And she kind of like looks at his clothes.
Yeah, scrub him up and down.
And she says, "I don't recognize these clothes.
It's just an extra set of clothes I had on him. He got his last clothes pretty dirty.
All right, let's get you a bath. I'll take you on site.
I'll come by and pick those up some other time.
Thank you.
No problem.
I don't have much, but if you're needing a new fancy weapon, I can set you up with something. I
am a fan of knives.
You want knives? I can make you a fair bit of knives. How many do you need?
How many knives you got?
Now that's a loaded question.
What do? Do you just chuck them as hard as you can? Just get rid of them willy-nilly?
Well, now he just has one. He can just chuck
Yeah.
forever.
Well, I was just thinking about that. Like as soon as you said, I'm like, I don't really need a knife.
Just trying to make a cape out of knives?
Actually, Talon's one of those guys with like several daggers just cut right into the inlays of his
Like,
cloak.
what are you buying?
Yeah, the what are you buying coats.
Knives are easy. If you want something else, I could also get something for you. What about you, lad?
I'm not too much of one for melee weapons, but I'll take a range check with you. I'll think on it.
I think on it. I work specially with weapons.
Actually, could I take your metal shavings off of you?
You need some metal shavings. I can. Well, I'm sure I could.
I mean, you've probably got them, just around the anvil quite a bit. If I could just get those in a bag.
Sure. Sure thing. I'll get that for you. And she
Appreciate it.
heads inside. And after a moment, she comes back out. She's got a bag, and she's got another bag, and she says, "Here's some money I had saved up. It's not much. It's 25 gold. It's
Oh, that's
kind of a lot.
very kind of you. Here, I take 5 of the gold out. You keep that for yourself. I can't take all your money saved up.
That's very generous of you.
No, I appreciate.
We did this.
I'm just glad to see Jace home safely. All right.
So am I.
We weren't expecting a reward. We just wanted the boy back safe.
Well, I feel a little bad. I was a bit steamed at Thormund. I
Hey, it's not like you kicked any of us in the ribs. All right.
I did kick Thormund in the ribs.
He'll probably get over it.
He's probably already forgotten.
Well,
If you ever
if you
remember.
run into him, tell him I apologize, and I hope that he won't take it personally. I was just a bit terrified and worried about my boy.
Of course, yes. It's very worrying. Well, I'm sure he'll be back sometime soon.
Well,
You can always tell him yourself.
I'll tell him myself.
I'll say, I mean,
I was
Thormund
back.
helped quite a bit.
Oh yes, Thorman was.
I mean, if you're just hankering to make a weapon, he could probably always use a nicer axe.
Tell you what, I'll get working on a fine axe for him.
My man.
It's the least I could do.
All right, Umadine,
Talon,
you
Cassius,
stay safe. You make sure you get scrubbed up. We have to head back in to go pick up Thormund.
all right.
you
you,
two
uh,
be well. I don't expect Jace will be trying to run off anytime soon.
I hope so.
He's stronger than he looks.
He's 13. He'll probably be back at it.
Before you know it, yeah.
Well,
We were all like that at that age. Sorry.
I know I was a bit of a troublemaker when I was young.
Me too. Those days are long behind me, though.
Aye, sure.
And then I wink.
Oh.
And she turns and heads back into her house. And you two, you turn back to the forest.
Yeah, I guess we'll.
Yeah, I guess we try and track them back down.
Reunite the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, never split the party.
So,
Well, another good deed, Talon. How many days in a row is this?
170.
170. That's almost half a year. You've been hard at it.
Well, I got some things I gotta make up for.
Not even kept out a streak. You're well ahead.
I mean, I figured if I could do, like, at least one good deed per day, I can make a difference. I mean, hell, all you need is, like, one bad deed per day to really make a difference.
That's true. Not even one a day. One a week will do quite a lot.
You only need one bad deed to change someone's life. Figured if I do one good deed, maybe it'll work the other way.
Keep it rolling. It's good for food for thought. Should probably get out there a little bit more myself instead of just sticking around my own little shack. But
Well, I mean, we all have our strategies for dealing with things.
it's true.
You kind of stay out of the way. I'm just hoping when the time comes that my past catches up with me, that the people around here remember the good deeds I did.
Oh, I'm sure they won't forget. Nor will they forget your legendary achievement.
Yeah. They'll, I'm sure they'll write it on my gravestone.
Maybe not Prescott, but everyone else.
He out-ate a pig.
No one can beat Porculus.
No one will beat Porculus. Anyway, so I figure we head back to the clearing where we fought FredBear, and
Yes.
I'm just gonna take a short rest and regain some health.
Okay. You all, I'll say that you all reconnect at the clearing where you fought FredBear,
Okay.
and you're going to use this opportunity to get a short rest.
I'm
And
gonna
while
use-
you're short resting, go ahead and also conversate with each other.
Use all 3 of my hit dice to try and regain hit points.
Yeah, the more talking we do, the less talking Josh has to do.
Yeah.
All right. Regain 20 hit points.
Nice.
Ain't too shabby.
Dang.
Also gonna do what he's doing.
And as we're walking into the clearing, I'll be like, so you ever going to tell me about them, or...
Oh,
I mean, I'm not trying.
Yes.
I'm not trying to force anything out of you, man. I'm just.
no, I
Oh,
definitely
hey,
think
they're-
after
hey,
everything,
Look at that. They're right
especially
up here.
that way you can... Oh, there they are. But, yes, that way you can look out and I can look out too.
Yeah. We'll have that conversation. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How
Sounds
about that?
good.
Oh, I'll recollect the bear trap I laid down.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Howdy.
How'd the search go?
Well, we found it, I think. It's at something called the Heart of the Forest. And, yeah, it ain't good.
That like is that your hometown or?
That's where what's your name?
Tanilla.
That's where a dryad named Tanilla lives.
A dryad, huh?
Mm-hmm. And we couldn't find her,
Yeah, it ain't a good sign, I think.
but the wind demon is on top of her tree, right?
Oh. Top of the tree, huh?
It's a big tree.
Yep,
Probably take a bit of a climbing, huh?
could be.
Now we'll slingshot ourselves up there. We don't need to climb. Yeah, a bit of a climb.
I mean, he'll really be afraid this time. I mean, he ran away from you last time, Talon. So this time, seeing all 4 of us coming at him, he won't be able to handle it.
This is true.
Do we have a way? Do we have a legitimate way to fight him?
Well, we can. My blows connected last time, but I don't have any solutions on that. No.
My plan was to turn into a bear.
It's a good plan A.
Do you have plans that don't involve that?
Nope.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. Insert bear into plan.
I was planning to just throw some magic at him. Maybe this new worm thing that comes out of my hand. I don't know.
You got any other urges coming on? Like,
I'll let you know.
you gonna start lighting things on fire with your mind, or?
That might come in handy here. It was starting to corrupt the tree.
So you're saying we should set the tree on fire?
The dryad's tree.
Wait, maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know how
could be.
dryads work.
I think they're tied to trees, but I'm not very familiar with
Look,
them.
I've spent a lot of time in woodland areas, but I've never actually met a dryad.
They
Could you tell me a little bit more about them?
Could I?
You make a nature check.
I don't know anything about them either. I got a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know
Well,
anything.
fair enough.
You
She
probably
doesn't like being around dwarves.
Yeah, you probably kept a wide berth from her. Just like, I'm not gonna bother you. You don't bother me. That's kind of the relationship you had with her. So I would say you probably don't know much.
Can I roll nature?
Yes, but you haven't. I would say you also haven't encountered a dryad yourself. But make a.
I may have heard of them from where I was.
Yeah, you might know some stuff about them.
Elves, though, pretty naturey.
12.
12. You know, dryads are powerful nature fae. They are typically tied to trees.
All right, yeah.
That is all you know.
Individual
Now,
tree?
when you
or-
say
An individual tree.
tied to trees,
Spiritually tied.
we're not speaking literally tied to.
Not literally. Like, they are.
Not like Snidely Whiplash tied.
No, they're not tied to a railroad track. No, they are
You cut
spiritually connected to a tree.
And they can't leave that tree's area, or
I won't tell you because you don't really know the full information.
that is fair.
Just we all as players.
We all as players know stuff about dryads, but your characters might not know that information.
Yeah, they're semi-powerful fae nature fae, and yeah, I think the quicker we get back and start dealing with this, the better off we'll be. You guys ready to, if needed, take down the dryad?
Whoa, what?
What?
It was being corrupted, the tree.
Well, then we better stop it before it fully corrupts it.
That's why I said if needed.
Again, I don't know much about dryads. I've heard stories here and there about them, mostly from other members of my family growing up. And it's probably not a good idea to let anything tied to the spirit of the forest be corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All right, well, I stand up and dust myself off.
knives, weapons, magic.
Bear?
I
Bear.
could be a spider. I could shoot webs at it. Webs versus wind. Would that work?
Go to websversuswind.com and check out the answer.
Got it.
All right, we all stand up in a line, start marching off.
All right.
In a line,
Yeah.
single file line, or are we going?
Well, no,
like,
we're going like 4 abreast.
we're going. Oh, we're going abreast. We're going JoJo line.
Yeah,
We're-
exactly.
We're taking up the whole damn sidewalk here.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right. So you make your way through the forest. How do you approach this clearing?
It from what we can tell, there's no real.
We should probably stealth in.
The closer we
Yeah.
can get quietly, better off we'll be.
All right.
Pass Without Trace only lasts an hour.
Yeah, it would have faded with the short rest.
Yeah.
I can give everybody a guidance so we can take turns.
All right. Yeah.
I will.
I'll go first.
I'll take that.
Oh my god. A natural 1.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's see.
Well, I'll be stealthing.
Oh,
Never mind.
too bad I don't get these good rolls elsewhere.
You get a +2.
+2.
You get a +3. You get a +4. Oh.
All right.
22.
22,
24.
24,
22.
22, and a natural 1.
Yeah.
That's our natural distraction.
So you
Bear just comes flailing
Yeah,
out.
you're all three. You three, not Stump, are moving through the forest very quietly,
I'm just like,
and Stump is just kind of stomping.
Hey, Tormund.
Tired.
That's why they call him
Hey,
Stump.
Tormund. You graduated from not being the bait anymore.
And you basically stomp out into this clearing. And the rest of you are kind of like hiding in the trees.
Can I say something?
Sure.
What's the wind demon's name again?
Uraq.
Uraq. I mean, Hey, Uraq, get out of my forest. As stealthily as I can.
So you shout up at the wind in the tree, and you see like these glowing purple eyes form in the tree. Oh, ho ho ho! It seems we have visitors. And it kind of like the wind picks up around you, and you see emerging from the tree is this dryad woman, and she is normally her skin as it's coming upon the fall would be kind of like in a fall kind of color, like of oranges and browns and yellows, but her the kind of leaf patterning of her skin has kind of turned into this like purpley color with purples and grays, and there's like these fungal growths that are starting to form on her, and she steps out of the tree, and you see like her eyes are just kind of glazed over, and Uraq says, "I have grown more powerful than since we last met.
Oh shit, he noticed us.
I am looking forward to finishing you off, and we will see you next week."
For the climactic battle.
No, I'll see you next week.
You said that last time.
That's his sign off.
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
Uraq said this once upon a time. No, the Trog said that. Never
The
mind.
Trog said that. This is Uraq. Uraq says, "We'll see you next week."
He's like, "Oh, I just wanted to get that thing in where one of the villains or main NPCs say it at the end."
We'll see you next week.
Now you must die.
All right.
This is. It's like that little comment right there. That was for a coworker of mine who commented on.
Oh, wait.
Is that gonna happen every episode?
Probably.
Yeah.
Shout out to Justin.
Intro, outro, and sound engineering performed by Lee Nesbitt. You can find more of his work at undercoverbeard.bandcamp.com. Background music is provided by Epidemic Sound, and the artwork is provided by Alex. And we'd like to give a very special thank you to our listeners.
Yeah, that means you. Especially you. You're very special. And don't you ever let anyone else tell you otherwise.
Can you figure out the secret lore?